How's your trading been going for now?
It's going great. Earlier, I would say a big change that I've made, and I think it's been a year since I'm doing this. So since last year, I always like to be very very neutral when it comes to the market. So
Very good.
whenever a certain zone, then only I like to play accordingly. I never come with a bullish bias or a bearish bias. I just do what the market is telling me to do, and I play accordingly. And I think that has given me a lot of peace of mind when it comes to trading, because I don't have to worry about being bearish or bullish. I just have to worry about what the price is doing and then react accordingly.
Very good. So in such a volatile market, Omar, what is your recommendation to freshers, to people who just started trading, and to experts in trading? You're a gentleman who has immense experience in trading, and everything you've accumulated in life comes from God, number one, and number two from your discipline and your hard work. So, what is your advice to someone who has newly joined the trading industry?
Right. So firstly, I would say that right now is a very difficult time if you're starting as a trader, because the markets are very tricky. So I think there are two ways to deal with this. First way is you either take very less risk and learn accordingly, or second way, you go very aggressive into learning so that you master the difficult phase. So then when the market eases off,
Yes.
it will be a cakewalk. So that is what I would advise. That but one thing I want everyone to know is that it's a difficult phase right now, and it's going to be very easy to lose money. So always manage your risk, like always. Whether the market is difficult or easy, you need to manage your risk. These are hard times, and you can use these hard times to grow, or you can use these hard times to be cautious. Completely up to you.
Okay, what is well, makes sense. Everything you said makes sense. But what is a good risk management strategy? First of all, I want to start this session by saying all praise be to God, number one. Number two is that everything we discuss here is not a financial advice. It is just our opinion. This is a discussion. It's an open discussion for everyone. We are very happy to hear and listen and see all your comments, your recommendations, and your ideas about trading and the industry in general. So please, trading in CFDs is a high risk business because CFDs are highly leveraged financial products. Now that we're done with that, we jump to our discussion. What is a risk management strategy that works for you? I'm not saying this should work for everyone. Different people come with different risk profiles, risk appetite, risk tolerance, risk capacity when it comes to their financial capacity. What is a risk management strategy that works for you, that you think it is, in brief, just what is a risk management strategy that works for you?
Just to give a overview of how I like to manage my risk. So, and I think I've told this to you before when we met back in Dubai.
Yes.
That I like to. So first of all, I trade only support and resistance. So I don't trade anything else. I don't use indicators. Sometimes I use moving average, but very rarely.
Yes.
So major my trades are based off support and resistance. So what I like to do is I like to distinguish my support and resistance zones into a high risk zone, medium risk zone, or a low risk zone. Right? So that helps me manage my risk according to the zone. So if the zone is on a very short time frame and has very less touches, I would like to call it a high risk zone, because you cannot really rely on a zone like that. But if there is a
Very good, very good, very good. Let me ask you a question and answer honestly, please. Do you put stop loss?
I do. Yes, I do.
Congratulations. What would you tell the people listening to us today who do not use a stop loss?
I would say you are if you are not experienced, like I know your style of trade, but I would say that if you're not experienced, if you're a trader who's not experienced, if you're not using a stop loss, you're basically giving away your for free. So I would say instead of doing that, just donate it to a charitable fund. That's a better way to lose money.
That's a very good thing. That's a very good notion. I like that. So in other words, you're saying you're wasting your money.
Absolutely.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow. Correct. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me add to what Omar said right now. Trading is a business. This is how you should be looking at it. When you are trading, it's as if you have started a business. Now you wanted to start a new business. You have a limited capital. Let's say you wanted to open a grocery shop, a grocery store, and you have $100,000, for example. Would you buy groceries or inventories worth $100,000 and take credit and have more when you are not so sure that it's going to sell out? And be careful, these products expire after a week. Would you do that? Obviously not. When you are working in a business, you expect to break even after 5 years, 3 years. This is the average break-even period. So when you are trading, why are you expecting to double your money in a day? That is not something possible. Trading, ladies and gentlemen, is a business and is not a casino. So trade carefully, trade with discipline. You are not here to make money on the short run only, but also to consider the long run. This is a very controversial topic. Omar, what do you think of short-term and long-term gains?
I think long-term gains. If you have basic common financial IQ, then I think long-term gains is something that you cannot avoid if you're investing in the right place and if you're just investing with where the money is, right? But I think when it comes to the short-term gain, that is where the trick is. That is where it really comes down to how smart you are when it comes to financial decisions. And I think that short-term gains should be looked at as a business because if you can gain quick, you can also lose quick, and your loss can always be bigger than your gain. But I also think that the people or the traders who are trading very, very short-term, like
Yes.
myself, so I usually take two to three trades a day, right?
Okay.
I think that who are very, very short-term, they have some sort of an edge over the swing traders or people who are in medium term, just because of the fact that the more trades you take, the more return, depending on if you're profitable or not. But if you're taking more trades and if you're making more returns, then obviously, as being a short-term trader, you will always beat the swing trader who is taking 4 to 5 trades a year and making 10 to 15% return. But I think then the shorter time frame you're trading, the more difficult it gets and the more experience it requires. So obviously everything has an advantage and disadvantage.
I agree 100% with you, 100%. You are pretty wise for your age, Omar. All right, so before we jump into more questions and discussions about general trading styles, risk management, and so forth, let us put our setup for today. Omar, can you see my screen? I think it's also important to tell our spectators today, to everyone who's watching us, that I am streaming this live session on YouTube on Supreme FX. If you go to Supreme FX on YouTube, you will find me live streaming this. Why I'm saying this? Because you will be able to see my screen as I put the setup. You will find my setup and what I am planning to trade today. We are trading gold, XAUUSD right now. I want to do a quick technical analysis on what is going on. Omar, you can also open your screen to check what I'm saying. Maybe you can see me on YouTube. Please, ladies and gentlemen, take into consideration there's a latency between because we are on live YouTube, so prices and actions do not actually reflect the actual timing of the price of the markets. So currently the price is at 1649. What I am going to do today is I want to go on the 4-hour time frame, and I want to show you some analysis here. Okay, now it is very important to understand here over the 4-hour time frame you can see a downwards trend. This is a trend line that has worked tremendously for us. It is a very strong downside trend. You can see here the trend line we've drawn over the 4-hour time frame. I wanted you to see this, guys, because every time it touched it on several occasions, you saw how it went down from here, 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 and here. So for us to turn bullish, I would say that gold needs to break above 1700 levels and subsequently 1735. Then only we can see gold turn properly bullish. 1680 to 1685 I would sell today, is my selling zone. We saw over the Asian session gold touched 1672. However, here if you look on the 4-hour time frame, we saw a double bottom. We saw a double bottom just about here. We saw at 1617 and then at 1619. Let me go on a little more smaller so that we can see the double bottom here in a nice way. So there, if you look at here, I will draw the buying zone just about here at 1615. We have seen to 1620 was a buying zone. So we could possibly see here a double bottom. I'm going to highlight this. You could see here the double bottom on a double. So if this takes place and the previous lows do not break, this could be a very big bull run. On a double bottom, we saw 1672 come during the Asian session. Today, my recommendation would be to buy around 1640 to 1635. I will go on a smaller time frame right now and show you the buying zone. If you look just about here, how gold jumped from this level, from 1635. You can see it, Omar, yeah? Look at the 5-minute time frame and look at 1634.5 to 1636. That was where gold last time retested and jumped up. So I would recommend from that area to buy. So I'm going to draw the support zone just about here. So this would be my buying area, and this would be my, I'm going to put my long position. This is my long. And I will target 16 60, and my stop loss is around 1630, 1628, and my first take profit will be 1650. Let me use the ray instead. Come here, ray, and if I buy at 16, I will my first take profit about here. Clone, this is my second take profit. Do you agree with me on this, Omar?
Yes, definitely. Looks
Okay.
like a good zone. I actually had the same zone, not exactly the same, but along those lines.
Super, super. I'm glad. There you go. You have confluence between me and Omar. So, and this would be my third here. Let us here. This is a nice setup. Let us start with our text TP1. Okay. I'll bring it down here. Then I will clone it, and then again clone it. All right. This will be our TP2, and this will be our TP3. Sounds good? Now, it can go all the way up to 1680. So 1680 is where I would be selling. So I will show you here why. Because this area is a selling zone here. So if today gold goes there, I will be selling, and from here I will open my short position. And I will change the color. Okay. I will keep a tight stop loss at 91 here. Although if it goes back to 1700, I will be selling again. I will not congest it with my take profits unless it goes up and it triggers my sells. For now, I will be watching over the buys. Where did Omar go? I think Omar's phone switched off. Let us check. Please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit on the like button. Oh, there he is, the champion. Where did you go? You worried me. I thought you got a loss and you got a heart attack or something. Okay, so this is our setup. What do you think, Omar?
I agree actually. I have very similar zones to yours. I have a zone waiting at 1680 to sell. So that's my low risk zone actually. And if I will go long, that will be my high risk setup because I don't want to go against the trend.
Okay. So you will stick to the sell.
Yeah.
All right, makes sense. So you're selling around 1660. Is that where you're selling from? I don't know what is happening. Sorry about that, guys. $5:30, the New York Stock Exchange has opened. We're facing some technical difficulties at a very critical time. Omar, do you have your VPN on? Sorry about that, guys. I'm really sorry about that. Let us continue with our session. So yeah, we will be talking about fundamentals right away. I'm just waiting for Omar to join. Seems like someone doesn't want us to have this live, Omar.
I think so, yeah.
All right. So we have a lot of people asking about fundamentals. A lot of the people are asking about fundamentals. Talk to me a bit about fundamentals. What is your fundamental analysis about gold right now?
For me, I think as long as the Fed is hiking the rate, it's aggressive, it's 75 basis points. I think until that point of time, we should see downside moves. But if the Fed they decide to ease off on the things, I think that's when we can expect.
I agree with you. At the end of the day, if you are investing in gold, yeah, what do you receive? What do you get? Whereas if you invest in bonds, you are getting an interest rate, so you're getting a fixed income. So people would rather put their money in the dollar, in treasury bonds, in fixed deposits, and receive an income on it, rather than putting it in gold and not receiving anything. So a lot of the money will definitely be moving from different asset classes into the bond market, because of the increased yields, as Omar rightly said. So this is a fundamental analysis. As long as the Feds keep on hiking interest rates, gold will continue to tumble. Omar, when do you think the Feds at one stage will be changing or taking a U-turn from increasing interest rates to decreasing and cutting on interest rates? When would they do that, and how far is the recession in your opinion?
I think it's far. Not anytime soon. I think maybe they will go a little bit slow on increasing the interest rates, but I don't think they are going to decrease it. I think at least 6 months, maybe more than that, but I don't see it anytime
Okay, interesting. Because a lot of the analysts are saying early next year we will get a very, very deep recession. What is your take on that?
soon. Right.
So you think the market will drop, the American market will is heading towards a recession, and how deep is that
Yes.
recession?
I think there are a lot of similarities when it comes to what happened in 2008. I think something similar is happening, but maybe this will last a little bit more longer, a little bit more shorter. We don't know. But I think at least a year it will take the economy to completely recover from this.
Wow. What is your how are you preparing for the recession?
So for me, I am very much aggressive right now when it comes to getting as much returns as possible from my short-term trading and accumulating that particular money into buying more and more assets when the recession finally hits. So I will be more into the asset buying mode in next 6 to 8 months.
So when you say assets, what type of assets? Like, are you investing in equities, real estate?
So not real estate. I would say more. I'm looking much more aggressively at cryptocurrencies and
Nice,
maybe some equity
nice.
because I feel. No, this is not a discussion for cryptocurrencies, but I feel 2024 is going to be a big year for the crypto markets.
Well, anytime is a discussion for anything when it comes to making money, Omar. Please tell us more about cryptocurrencies. What is your recommendation?
So
What cryptocurrencies do you think that will be surviving? Will survive post the crash and possibly rally and make us good money?
I think obviously if anyone who wants to be safe, Bitcoin and Ethereum are two that will keep you safe, will make money. But for me, more of the DeFi coins, the top DeFi coins are something that I'm looking at, and some coins more on which apps can be developed. So now
Okay.
but the DeFi.
And why did you choose Solana? You don't think, for example, Cardano is better than Solana, or Ethereum has maybe a brighter future? Why did you choose Solana?
I absolutely agree that the Ethereum has a bit brighter future, but I am seeing that a lot of people, when it comes to developing exchanges, developing apps, and building new things, I believe that the bear market is much more about building new things that will take off in the next years. So this bear market, it is just my personal observation that I am noticing a lot of people developing apps and new interesting stuff on the Solana network. So that's just my observation. So that is why I'm going to be watching Solana, because a lot of tech people are developing on, maybe there is something that we are not able to see now, maybe in the future.
What do you think of Cardano?
I think definitely, I think it's a good coin. It's something you must have in your portfolio.
Okay, interesting, interesting. Polkadot.
Yes, dot. And I also really like one USDT. That's something I like. In fact, that is also something I like.
Okay, interesting. We have a lot of people here commenting saying we want analysis about cryptocurrencies. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, our technical analysis is being exhibited at our YouTube channel live at Supreme FX. If you go to Supreme FX on YouTube, you will be able to see our setup, prices, take profits, and stop loss. You will see two calls, the sell call and the buy call for today. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a financial advice, and these calls are only valid till the end of the day. So it will be fill or kill. Let me give you a brief about what I think is happening in the economy. It's something very important, Omar, that
Sure.
you see, everyone thinks is talking about a recession. Yeah, a recession looks inevitable. They've been kicking the can down the hill for so long. The Fed's cutting interest rates, quantitative easing, pumping in money, printing money to keep the economy alive. But at one stage, you know, the dollar has lost throughout history around 96% of its value. The CPI, the consumer price index, which is the interest, the inflation rate index, has been changing. You see, how do you measure inflation? You choose a basket of goods and you check how much of it has the content or what contributes to this basket has increased in price. But they've been changing the content. They have been changing the content of that basket. At one point, oil was there. They remove oil, milk, bread. They keep on changing. So the real CPI that we are witnessing today is not actually the same one 15 years ago. I checked a research report last week, and I've seen that when the inflation rate was above 9%, it was actually around 15% compared to what 15 years ago the CPI would have been measured as. I think the whole world is preparing for it. I'm not agitating here, I'm not being pessimistic, but I hear a lot of stories about people in Europe, in the US, in the UK are actually buying weapons, are buying food and stacking their shelves because they're expecting some kind of a civil war, they're expecting some kind of something to hit. They are really scared. People are really scared. War in Ukraine, Russia's agenda, the US, also being very agitating. Every now and then they interfere into global affairs where they have nothing to do. Like we saw Nancy Pelosi travel to Taiwan when it was not part of her itineraries, and there was when China was had plans for Taiwan, you've got nothing to go and do there. So things are definitely, the geopolitical risk is high at this stage. Therefore, I do think gold over the long term will be rallying, and I think when gold will rally, we will see a slingshot. It will rush up so fast that people might not even get the opportunity to jump on that train. Um, Gold is very much undervalued, but I believe that gold is an instrument that has highly been manipulated. As we speak, gold is dropping to 1644 level again, which is a buying zone. Are you buying, Omar, or you're still sticking to your opinion? You see, it's a tempting game. Now that you've seen it reach 1644, your fingers become itchy. You know, you want to click that button.
I won't go aggressive on it. That's what I would say.
Okay, keep your stop loss. Keep your stop loss. I agree with you. I agree with you. Can you hear me? You can hear me, yeah?
Well, you got stuck in the middle.
Sorry, you can hear me right now, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, super. Yeah, looks like it wants to go a bit more down. Let us see. If I get the 35 level where my buy limits are, that would be fantastic. I have a small at 44 and another small position, as I said, at 41, so that I can catch the 40 level. And then I have, oh, did you see that? Wow. Did you guys see that? The way it jumped. Wow, did you jump in? I already have a buy triggered. Are you in the trade? I am in the trade. Let me see how much I'm making. Wow, I just made a couple of thousands as we're speaking. It just jumped in a couple of seconds. Wow. I don't know. That was a very good trade, actually. Wow, wow, wow. Look, it's going up, up, up. Something has happened. US rejects Russia's dirty bomb allegations. This is what is going on. Wow. As we were just saying, geopolitical risk is high. That is why it's very scary to short gold at such a low level. If I get 80 today, I will be selling. Otherwise, I will not sell gold. Omar, when are you back in Dubai?
I'll be there first week of November.
Fantastic, fantastic. We're looking forward to having you here at our office. It's going up. Look, look, it's going up. It's breaking 52, the high of today. It can go to 58 now. Wow, 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 wow. Live, US rejects Russia's dirty bomb allegations. US and allies reaffirm commitment to Ukraine. You missed the trade, Omar. You were saying you were about to buy. You didn't buy.
No. It did not come to my level, so I did not buy.
Wow. I bought and I exited at the first take profit.
I will wait for 1680 or 1660. Let's see.
Okay. Interesting. Omar, you have a lot of fans. How did you get all those fans? People really like you and respect you.
I just kept posting and helping people out, and they seem to really.
You're a dedicated man. You're an inspiration for a lot of people who are your age. Congratulations.
I wanted to ask you. I'm not really a big fan of trend lines, but I see you using trend lines on charts. So how important do you think trend lines are for you and for your analysis? Because even now you were showing a big trend channel that the trend line is respecting. So what is your view on the trend line and how do you use it?
I do think trend lines work. At the end, you have to respect the technicals, and a decent part of technical analysis is trend lines. But you have to keep your stop loss. I mean, and you have to be aware that sometimes a fake breakout can happen in those trend lines that can kick you out of the trade, and then it goes back to where it was. But no FOMO, and you should not feel bad because eventually. Um, uh, uh, One day it will break out and wipe you out completely. So it's better you keep your stop loss. Trend lines do work out for me. I mean, at least for gold. Look, there is something very important that you have to understand that specific indicators and technical analysis styles work well for specific instruments. I mean, trend lines work generally for a lot of instruments, the majority obviously, but for gold it has been working wonders for me. And it's very obvious here if I go back on the 4-hour chart. I mean, it's very clear for us the way it has been respecting this trend line. Look exactly at the channel: bottom, up, top, down, bottom, back up. Then here, double bottom. If we break up above 1635, the rally can start. The rally can really start of gold.
So if you had to select one thing between support and resistance or trend line, what would it be?
Support and resistance for sure. But I mean, I usually also look at combinations. I look at price action. I look at fundamentals. I also look at, as I said, price action. When I see gold, for example, move $50 up at one go, I start selling. How much more can it go up? You understand? These are opportunities. I start selling. It goes up, I sell more. It goes up, I sell even more. Because a correction of $10 is inevitable. Never in history did gold not correct $10, $20 at such big moves. So your gain is almost guaranteed in that if you have the financial capacity and your risk management is in place, obviously.
Obviously, yeah, but I think that's where most traders get wiped out because they enter very aggressively.
Very aggressive. Yeah. You have to be very disciplined. Today I was so tempted, for example, to open a huge position on my buy when it dropped to 44. I opened a small one, made good money, but you see, today I'm right, but tomorrow if I open big and I'm wrong, I can get wiped out. I did get wiped out even when I was an experienced trader at once. I made a very big loss one day at once. And it reminded me to be humble and be disciplined and recover slowly. Forget about what you lost, start again, the way you did it, recover. And it's working well for me. And the only day I lose is the day I go greedy.
Right. A lot of people really ask me, and I want to know your thought. That if they start trading and they start making good money, so how do they increase their capital? So let's say if I'm trading with $10,000 and I turn it into $12,000, so should I withdraw that too, or should I continue to trade with 12? What do you?
That's a very interesting question. Of course, everyone has their own style, and there's something called horizon that you need to take into consideration. Some people really need the money, some people maybe are ready to risk that money. But I would suggest to keep it so that you can increase your risk with time. That is what I honestly do. So I remember there's one account I started with 5,000, I grew it to over 100, and I never withdrew. I was always at the end when I crossed the 100,000 mark, I withdrew, of course, because I had other commitments. And then, but I don't withdraw everything. I went back to 50 and I continued with 50. So you should have a mark. Obviously, also something very, very, very important I want to discuss with everyone watching us today is the risk of the broker you have opened your account with. That is why sometimes when you make a profit, remove it. If you are not so sure about the broker, which you should not have opened your account with him in the first place. Because sometimes if you make a decent amount and the broker is betting against you, he might not pay you. So if you check their licenses, check for how long have they been in the market, who's the CEO, do they have any cases against them, and things like that. Like when we first met Omar, you asked for everything, right? You did your due diligence about our company. So this is something everyone should do.
So for people who want to be aggressive, so do you advise they should keep a goal? So let's say if I'm daily with $10,000, should I keep a goal of withdrawing at $50,000 or should I keep on withdrawing? Because you said that you advise that people should keep on growing.
Yes, if it's a good broker and you know there is insurance against your money and you know your money is safe to a certain extent. Well, no one expected the Lehman Brothers to go bankrupt, but to a certain extent, of course. Have a target, yes. Because also it allows you to increase your risk, to make more money. It is like growing your business. It's like you are telling me you had 10 employees, you grew to 40, you made good money, remove 30 employees and go back to 10 employees. No, obviously 40 employees, you're going to go to 80 employees. As I said, treat trading as a proper business and you will succeed. Inshallah. I use the RSI. Some of the indicators I use, for example, is the RSI on the day chart. On the day chart, when I see the RSI has been overbought or oversold for a couple of days, I take an opposite position and I hold it because I know the correction is coming. What indicators do you use, Omar?
I only use the 15-day moving average. That's all. Sometimes I like either RSI, but not very regularly.
Interesting. So you focus more on support and resistance, yeah?
Yes, that's 90% of the time I focus on that.
Wow. Okay, so in 4 minutes, the PM close, the fixing price of gold in London comes out, and then we usually see a decent move in the gold price. Unfortunately, this session is nearing end. Omar, it is always a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much for the insights, for the information. You are doing a great job. You're in good shape. I mean mentally and physically, which is very good, and I look forward to having you here in Dubai at our office. Omar and I are launching a very big project. It's an NFTs project, and we want everyone to know about this. In this NFTs project, we will disclose more about it next time. What do you think, Omar?
Sure.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for watching us. Okay, if you have any questions, please, you can DM Omar or you can DM me on different social media platforms, and we shall make sure we attend to your questions and answer it as soon as possible. Omar, thank you so much, brother. I look forward to seeing you in Dubai soon. Thank you. All right. Bye, buddy. Bye. Bye. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Bye bye.